That's a fact.
Shalom, shalom, family.
Shalom, shalom.
Woo! That damn thing hit me crazy. This is the race that we want to face.
All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites coming out once again to teach this 100% gospel, this 100% truth, right? But first and foremost, let's face the east and give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, HaKadosh.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, right? Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there, laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, so what I want to get into today, we're going to be talking about running the race, man. Running this race. Somebody give me Jeremiah 50:6, please. Somebody hold Proverbs 18:10, right? So just imagine, this race that we're running, man, right? Understand that this is it's not going to be a pretty thing, okay? Right. It's not going to be a pretty thing, and it's going to be like constant things going on, right? There's obstacles that are going to be in our way.
Yeah.
All right.
Jeremiah 50.
Jeremiah 50:6.
I got it. Go ahead, King.
It's the book of Jeremiah 50:6, and it reads, "My people have been lost sheep.
Yeah. All right.
They're shepherds."
So it says, "My people have been lost sheep," right? We are lost sheep, right? I want to show something real quick.
Right, because like lost sheep, man. That means because sheep, they're animals, but they need to have a shepherd. They gotta be, led. You know what I'm saying? Sheep is, they're like goats. They're more, power headed. You know what I'm saying? They can go off on their own, but sheep, they have to be, led.
Right. What you got this right here? Right. This is a sheep who sleep. All right. This sheep is sleeping, right? Hard to wake up, right? Just like our people. All right? See him beating him with a stick, the whole nine. Right? He finally wakes up, realizes, oh shit, I'm asleep. Right? Look, gets up, he's looking, he's trying to find out where everybody's at, and he's off on his race, right? Wow. That's us, right? We are those, so bring that out. Jeremiah 50:6 for me.
Jeremiah 50:6, "My people have been a lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place."
Right, our people have forgotten their resting place, man. And they've been solemnly asleep, right? Somebody give me Jeremiah 17:4, please. Right? Jeremiah 17:4. Right? Because our people, understanding that this race, there's a lot of obstacles that's coming up on this thing. Somebody get that real quick.
Okay, this
17:4.
This Jeremiah 17:4. It says, "And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy inheritance." That
from thy heritage, right? That's your culture, who you are, right? You lost all identity. All right. So imagine you're in a deep sleep, and all of a sudden now you wake up, and you try to figure out who you are, man.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody else give me Isaiah 1:3.
Yeah. I was about to say that, but look. You know what's so crazy? These scriptures still hit. These are milk scriptures that you first learned when you coming into the truth. But these are scriptures that caught your attention.
Right.
So they have to be revamped. We got to bring these back out because these scriptures are very important for the sheep, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because now you know, oh damn, we was asleep. Oh, we dead spirit. Oh damn, we don't know our God. All of these is what helped us grow.
Right.
You know?
And when you imagine that as a sheep, now you've been asleep and you have ventured out so far away, now you're trying to find your way back home. All right? You're trying to find your way back home. So finish that for me real quick.
It says that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So we've woken up out of our sleep like that sheep, and now guess what? We're out here in the land of our enemies. Now you've woken up in the land of your enemies. All right? Now you finally kind of looking around, you're like, man, hold on. Like, where am I? Right? That's how we are, man. And now it's this race, right, to get back home.
Come on.
All
man.
right? What we got? Can Isaiah 1 and 3?
Yeah, I get it.
Just real quick, and then you get the precept.
Oh, that's crazy. I got Isaiah 1 and 3
You got
right
it?
here.
Okay, got it.
It says, the ox knoweth his owner,
Yep.
and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not
My
consider.
people don't even consider, right? And you looked at that video of that sheep, man, right? He got up, looked around, he's like, damn, where am I?
Right.
No, where's everybody else at, right? And he saw that they were so far away, you know, and now his journey is to try to get to there, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Press
That's
the
how this
mark.
journey is, man. Right? When you first wake up, you know, you think everybody else is waking up with you, but you damn near by yourself sometimes. You wake up and you looking around like, damn, is it just me? You know, I know that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And then it was a journey trying to find that path. Now, when you think about this, right, this is where they get a lot of movies from. We know they get a lot of movies from the scriptures, man.
Right.
You know, people trying to find their way to a journey, trying to find themselves. This is where some of the best movies come from, through these scriptures here.
Right.
You got a precept?
Hell yeah.
Bring it
This is
up.
the book of this is First Peter. First Peter chapter 2, and verse 25. It says, "We were as sheep going astray, but now return unto the shepherd and the bishop of your souls." But now, you know, we are to return, man.
Right.
You know, return to Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know, because he's that good shepherd, man.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
Right.
You know, and it's crazy because the scriptures go over and over and over. It tells you that we've went into the nations, we've gone into captivity, we've gone astray.
Right.
You know, we actually became Gentiles, man. You know, so it's very important to understand who your shepherd is in these last days, man. You know, the sheep has gone astray, man.
Right.
You know, why do you think the Lord got this set up out here, man?
Right.
Right? Because we're back enlightened with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man.
Right.
Right? To wake up the sheep. You
There
know?
was so much confusion, you know.
Yeah.
You got sheep thinking they dogs.
Yeah.
Sheep thinking they cats. Sheep thinking they everything but who they are, right? And that's what Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib. But Israel, my people, they don't even consider, right? You sit there and try to tell people, you know, and we was just talking about that. All these debates that, you know, our people are having with people who you know who they are, and people fight against it, man. I ain't no sheep. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality of our
Yeah.
people, man.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the journey, and that's the part of running this race, man.
Yeah.
You know? You said you had a precept?
The book of Baruch chapter 2
Oh, yeah.
and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. When in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. They shall know that I am Yahweh their power, for I give them a heart and ears to hear.
Yes.
You know? Now what the Lord doing right now, the Lord gave us this would not exchange to hear.
Right.
But to turn back to Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Isaiah 30.
And not only that, but remember who we were. Because all these years we forgot. We think we're black, you know, we think we're Hispanic, Native American, we think we're Latino. You know, we think we're all these different nations, and we're not.
Right.
We originally came from the Israelites.
Read that again, Salakia. Please. Baba Kashab.
This is Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it's a stiff-necked people.
Now, if you watch that video, that dude was poking that sheep. I'm talking about he put his foot on the sheep. He was doing all types, and the sheep wouldn't wake up. Beat him again, and then the sheep kind of just, you know, like snapped out of it a little bit. Looked around, you know what I mean?
What is it? And the Lord speaks once, he speaks twice.
Yeah, kind
But
of.
man, perceiveth it
Right,
not.
yeah, but see, it did not, man.
Yeah.
You know? Salakia, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
Right, you're gonna wake up, look around, remember who you are, like, damn, I'm a sheep, whoa, wait. where's my shepherd at? You
Yeah.
know, if you seen sheep who are lost, right? I did a bit long time ago about the sheep that were going in a circle because they were looking for somebody to follow, and they started following each other, and they went straight in a circle, right? What did Yahweh Bashim Shai do to the children of Israel in the wilderness? Had them going around in a circle for 40 years, man.
Yeah,
right.
40 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's that same mentality even to this day.
And when they wake up, they're not going to multiple shepherds. They're going to who sound familiar to them. You know, the voice that sounds familiar.
Right.
And that's that example of showing that the sheep is not going to hear the word or be led by many shepherds.
Right.
The elect are going to hear
Right.
that shepherd.
Right.
The real sheep. Because some sheep wake up, they get led by some
Yeah.
wicked ass hirelings, bro.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Off a cliff.
Right.
You know? Verse 31, they shall know that I am Yahweh their power, for I'll give them a heart to hear. Sorry, I'll give them a heart and ears to hear.
Heart and ears to hear, right? Wake them up, man. The alarm is sounding. A lot of people are still sleeping because that alarm, they can't hear it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's a precept where the Lord said he put a spirit of slumber
Yeah.
on
Isaiah
a lot of them
6:9.
sheep.
Yeah.
So through the example with that same video, he had a slumber at that time. Well, Romans 13:11. You know, wake up out of sleep. For
Yeah.
now is your salvation there. Then you perceive, and that goes off of what we was talking about earlier about gorilla. You know, this is the time of us thinking the Lord is about to restore the kingdom, not to think we know through the prophecies.
Right.
You know?
Right. Hold on. I'm gonna have him bring it out, and I'm gonna get y'all.
You want me to start at 20?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is Isaiah 30, verse 20. It says, though Yahweh Bashim Shai give you the bread of adversity in the water of affliction,
Right.
yes,
So he woke you up in the land of your enemy, right? where you have no power, man. Right? You have no power. Right? He woke you up. Right? Go ahead.
in the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
But guess what? So even though he sent you into this land of your captivity, this land of unknownness, he got a guide for you. Yeah? He's got instructions to lead you to where you are. So how that sheep was, that sheep was looking like this. And then it got guided by what was going on. All right, keep reading.
The same example, man's going, a man heart devises his ways, but the Lord directs his steps.
Right.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
So imagine running a race, right? But then you really don't know what direction you're supposed to be running. But then as you're going through your trip, you got people, hey, this way, look, that way. Yep, go this way, right? Something happens, you know, what does it say? Who the Lord chastens, he loveth, right? So he's keeping you in those bounds, right? You get off a little this way, and he gonna hit you on the side, right? Kind of get you back on that right path, man. Right. Go ahead.
And that go with St. John 14:6. This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, or when ye turn to the left. Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
That's it. All right.
Okay.
Read the NLT 21.
Okay. This is Isaiah 30 and 21 in the NLT. Your own ears will hear him. Right behind you, a voice will say, this is the way you should go, rather than to the right or to the left.
Right. You should be, remember, you should be looking straight. Right? Yahushua told you, no man looking back is fit for the kingdom, man. Your mind, your focus on this race is not behind you at this point. You too far behind right now. It's time to be focusing and running that race towards the mark. Okay?
It's crazy.
You got to.
I had a precept to land back off what you were saying about the ringing of the alarm going off. And it says, it's the book of John 10 and 27, and it reads, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Going on, and I give on to them eternal life.
Read 26 verse.
26, John 10 and 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep,
Right,
as I said.
Some people might even get woken up, but then if they're not really hearing like the brother said, and now they're running off to the left to the right, they're going all which way, you know? But there's certain ones, right? The elect, those are the ones who are going to hear and follow the directions, follow that path, man.
Right.
You know, in this race, right? They know the direction because they're getting guided to that direction. There's other people, they just, well, you know, I believe the way to salvation is through Buddha or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They thinking all this other madness, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got a little bit of worldly knowledge or something. You know what I'm saying? Is that or not?
And it reads, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall...
Start at verse 26 and go to 27.
26 down. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you.
Right.
My sheep hear my voice,
Right.
and I know them,
Right.
and they follow me.
And they follow me.
And I give unto them eternal life,
Right.
and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
So this is that race that we're trying to get to, right? That race of eternal life and eternal glory, man. Right? That's the race. That's the road that we ought to be riding to, man. Right? That's the goal right there, man.
Right.
You know? That's what we should be focused on.
Yeah, I got a precept.
Hold on.
Salaki.
I got Revelation, the 17th chapter, because it speaks about American Babylon the Great as the horde. And this is a very relevant chapter to go into in the times we're living in, because it's playing out right before our eyes. You know, not to get too much deep into it, but this is Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now, there's many waters. The whore is talking about the American Babylon the Great, and she that sitteth upon many waters are the nations that dwell here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, verse 2: with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Now, this wine is talking about the philosophies of America, Babylon the Great, which Israel, which are so-called African Americans, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, have adopted, but we're living in a time where Jake is starting to wake up, and from that drunken state of mind, and starting to realize, you know, I've been bamboozled. You know, I'm not a so-called African American, I'm not a so-called Puerto Rican or Latino, I'm not a so-called Native American,
Right.
So on and so forth. I'm actually an Israelite.
Right.
You know,
So yeah, no, I mean I get. So you know, our people, they've woken up out of a drunken stupor, they got a hangover now.
Yeah.
You know, and now they need the remedy, and they're searching for all these different things for the remedy. But the true remedy is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man.
Right.
With wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1 and 2. 2 is the point in NLT. It says, as dead flies cause even a bottle of perfume to stink, so a little foolishness spoils great wisdom and honor. A wise person chooses the right road. A fool takes the wrong one. Right? And that's just the example of the sheep. When he was looking around, he went actually the right direction towards where the herd was at. Right? And it was a verse that we just went to in Isaiah where it says, this is the way. We know in St. John 14:6 where Yahweh shall say he is the way and the truth and the life. Right? So the actual the sheep that's of the elect, they're gonna go on a path that's actually narrow. Second Ezra, the 7th chapter, where this path is actually hard, man. You know?
Bring that out. Yeah.
Oh,
You can
okay.
get to John one.
Okay, I got you.
The way and the truth.
Yeah.
Oh,
John
okay.
7.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 25, right?
9. Chapter 9.
9 and verse 25, right? 24. It says, know ye not that they which run a race run all? It says, but one receiveth the prize.
Right. Everybody runs, right? In this thing, everybody is running. But in a race, one person wins, right? Go ahead.
It says,
right? When you got a marathon, you got a race, right? It's only one winner,
Right.
right? That person who reaches the finish line the first.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
It says, so run that you may obtain.
Right, so you got to run like you about to win this race. You have to run, even though it could be multiple people that finish, right? Those are the elect. You got to run like I gotta reach that thing first, man. That's your mentality, man. I gotta cross that finish line, man. No matter what, I gotta finish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you need to be running this race, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Right. So you got people out here chasing, you know, like even in the Olympics, they chasing some gold. I seen one of the medals that they had from the Olympics that just passed, and they already showed it. It was already tarnished, and it was already the paint, the coating was coming off of it. It wasn't real gold. It wasn't real silver. Right. You got people chasing that, thinking that that's what glory is. Right. Go ahead.
I therefore run, Salaki, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly.
Read that again.
I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight, I not as one that beateth the air.
Right. So you just out here boxing to win, man.
Right.
You know, no, this is a real fight, man. This is a real race, man.
Right. That's
and
why
you gotta run it accordingly. Go ahead.
Salaki, and that's why, and that, when you striking, you know, you ain't just beating the fucking air, man.
Right.
Everything that you doing, you hitting.
It's a purpose.
It's a purpose, right? You're those punches that you throwing, you gotta make sure them shits landed, man. You know, you doing your lessons, you want to make sure they edify. You want to make sure it hit. You know, you want to, because this whole truth is about edifying the body. When you breaking something out, you have to. It gotta hit somebody's spirit so that it's building somebody up, man. You know, you ain't just beating that fucking air.
Right.
You know?
And go ahead.
It's like I just want to say that we know what we're fighting for.
Right.
We're fighting for salvation.
Right.
Come on, talk.
We're not fighting for nothing.
Right.
And we're not fighting for some thing, but we're fighting for a purpose. We're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
Right.
But this is what we do with this work, man.
Right.
Right. Yahweh shot. This is what we do with it, man. Because we want to get out of here. We want to get the demon when the chance comes and do the mouth drop, man.
Right.
You know, this is what we're doing it for.
And ultimately doing those lessons, that's you punching.
Yeah.
Right? You could be talking all day, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Right? That's you punching the air, man.
That swing, man.
You know, where I grew up, you know, it was don't talk about it, be about it, man.
Hey, you trying to
Stop
knock shit,
talking
you
about
trying
it.
to knock shit out the park.
Right.
You trying to uppercut some shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But you gotta actually, you gotta understand that this is a real thing. This is a real, you know, situation that we living in, man. Keep reading. I think
Verse 27. It says, "But I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection." It says, "Lest by any means what I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway."
Right. So listen, this thing, we're not just talking just for you out there. This is also for us, man. Right. When we do lessons, we do these things. We don't just do them just for you, for your edification.
Right.
We gotta do it
Teach
for us
ourselves
too.
too,
Right. Because and I know brothers we was talking about it. Like sometimes you'll do a lesson and then like you could even in the middle of the lesson you're like, yeah, that just cut the hell out of me,
your
bro.
own self
I really
teaching,
gotta,
man.
you know, I gotta really gotta walk what I'm talking, man. You know, and that's what this race and this whole thing is about, man. Is actually just doing. You know, it's showing action. You can talk all day, but you actually got to show and do action, man. You know what I'm saying? And this race involves action. It doesn't just involve just sitting there waiting, you know, waiting for the race to end. No, you got to go out there and actually go and get to the race, man.
That's why Yahushua say, "Occupy till I come."
Right.
You know.
You want to read the NLT?
When you go to Timothy, he tell you make sure you give attendance to reading and to doctrine. You know, so you got to show attendance to reading and the doctrine of the Lord. So you have to be active in this thing. But to read what he just read in the NLT, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting at 24, don't you realize that in a race everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize, so run to win. All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for eternal prize. So I run with purpose in every step. I am not
with a purpose.
I
You got to
am-
run, Salaka. You got to run with a purpose, man. right? You're just not out here just doing it. We're not just out here standing in the corner, standing in the highways and hedges for nothing, man. It's a purpose, right? You have some people, they're just doing it just for vainglory. You got some people, they just doing it just for money. For money, business, you know, for the money on this side, that's gonna perish, man. You're supposed to be doing this with a particular purpose, right? That Yahweh Bashim Asai is giving you.
Yes, that's right, bro.
The Lord sends out a prophet into every kingdom. That's what the Lord does. This is why we're here. To prophesy the downfall of this kingdom. Man.
Right.
You know, when niggas say, oh no, he could have to do 1,000 years. No, man. Hey, we're at the tail end of this thing, man. We're at the tail end of this society. That's what we're arguing. That's what we're preaching, man. You look at every prophet. Like, for instance, Jeremiah. So, Jeremiah was prophesied for 40 years. No, after that 40 years, guess what happened? Babylon took over Jerusalem. No, same thing with Ezekiel, same thing with Daniel, same thing with Isaiah or the Syrian captive, same thing with Moses.
Right.
No, hey, every prophet they were out there prophesying the destruction of the kingdom. Man.
Right.
No, that's what we're doing right now. Niggas doubt that we're gonna be here for another 200 years. Dawn, the lawn didn't break.
But that's what happens when you call on. That's what happens when you call on. You know, when you go on debates and you talk about Jesus this, Jesus Christ that. Right? You don't have that spirit of Yahweh Shai. You don't have that spirit of prophecy, man. Right. And all you talk about is law this, law that, man. Right? Because if you understand the prophecy that we're living in, you understand the times that we're living in. Yeah. You understand that this is short, man. We got limited time right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when you in that mindset, what's that's gonna ultimately do? When you in a mindset that think you about to be here for another 1,000 years. You're gonna start doing shit to get better on this side and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take you off the course of what you need to be doing. Right. I was watching Elder Yashuamba and them last night. He was saying, shit, even if it don't, and we still gonna be saying that shit. You goddamn right, man. Because that's what's gonna keep us on a certain fire.
What it's gonna have you doing? Yeah. It's gonna have you
in this
during the race.
Yeah.
You're gonna get you a chair. Yeah. Your ass is gonna sit down. Well, I got time. I got time. Yeah, I can finish that race.
Let me kick my feet
That's
up,
gonna be your mentality, man. You should be acting like it's now or never, man.
Right. When you going into scriptures, when you go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, he tell you that there's gonna be a falling away. Then the son of the man of sin is gonna be revealed. How he gonna be revealed if none of us know who he is in the scriptures? Right. So now that we actually breathe in that life, Revelation 11:11, that's the sign of knowing that our kingdom is close because he got the men of the Lord teaching.
That's right.
Right. So to finish it, it says, so I run with purpose in every step. I am not just shadow boxing. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified.
Yeah, and that's a clear indicator that you better be preaching the right doctrine, man.
Right.
You better be saying the right things to the sheep.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying something wrong, you're gonna fuck somebody's salvation up, man.
Yeah.
Now you're condemned.
Right on your
You know, you gotta be man, and that's why you gotta be in this thing, making sure, hey, you fuck up on something, you better correct it.
Yeah.
Because you can tell somebody something that you think, and you coming out your own mind. You know what I'm saying? We don't, and that's one thing we try not to do, man. We try not to just be speaking shit. You know? Oh shit, then am I slipping the tongue? Oh, let's do a correction video on that, because the sheep listening, man. You could go, have somebody go astray. Next thing you know, they teaching what you done taught 5 years from now, and it's off. You know?
And ultimately, when you think about it too, when you're training for something, that's something that you got to be doing on a constant. It's not, just on Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's not every other day. Like, this is a constant. To be in condition, you gotta constantly stay. Yeah. You gotta, like, a skill set. You have to continue to train it.
Yeah.
Right. When you look at athletes, guess what? Steph Curry. Yeah. He don't stop shooting.
Kobe.
Or he don't just come to the damn gym, every other day. No, he's constantly trying to
1,000 shots
perfect
a day.
his craft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, go ahead.
This is a quick cut to Alazar speaking about how we got like 1,000 years in back in America, Babylon the Great, which that's contrary to the scriptures. Like the Lord spoke about men like that. This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days. Now Elder Pastor said, we might just be out of here in 2 to 3 years. because how they moving so quick
That's
with
fire.
the MOTB.
Read that again, bro. That's fire.
You know, let's read this again. Ezekiel 12 and 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come.
Yeah.
And he prophesied of the times that are afar off.
Yeah.
So basically what Elazar is saying is that the men of GMS, you know, other apostles are on down, are saying
All
that the mark of the
prophecies,
beast
yeah.
is far off, that the Lord ain't gonna come back into another 1,000 years. You know, that's a clear example of this scripture. Let's continue.
That's what. If we hear another 500, let's say 200 years, you know how fucking destroyed the system will be? This place can't even last.
It says, if not for
that
the elect's
wouldn't
sake,
last.
Yeah.
all, you know, everybody would be destroyed.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
There'll be no flesh. There'll be no flesh left to be
Right.
saved.
Yeah.
And we've already been here, damn 400, 500 years.
Hey,
man.
right. A kingdom that's set against itself shall not stand. We see it through the prophecies, man.
Wait, and then it goes into what Elder Apostle Tahar went into. Mostly every empire truly lasts only 250 years.
Right.
Yep.
And right next year marks America's establishment
Yeah.
for 250 years.
Hey, you see, y'all see Donald Trump talking about what? Him and Elon Musk. You go, hey, we're gonna need a lot of more power sources to power America. They getting ready for their technology, man.
Right.
The MOTB, the robots and shit, man. Hey, this shit getting real, man. Hey, the scriptures is Listen, the scriptures is speaking, man.
Every
You
day.
know, we almost out of here. And the Lord gonna speed it up. You know why? Because we getting tired of this fucking place, man.
Size of Christ.
Yeah, man.
Size of Christ.
Hey, listen, we in the spirit of getting the fuck out of here tomorrow.
Yo, man, everything that we eat is damn near GMO, man.
Bruh.
Yo, we could be dying from cancer.
Yo,
It says it's organic, but it's not. It's not organic.
We already be fucking dead. We all died. Yeah, all dead. We all dead right now. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, bro. Look, but look, Salaki.
Shorten the days.
But,
You gotta do
but
it.
listen, hold on, Salaki. Y'all see how excited we get? We about to be the fuck out of here, man. Hey, I ate a damn cookie this week at work, and I knew I wasn't supposed to eat it, bro. I instantly just broke down. I'm like, bro, a cookie. A fucking cookie, bro. And it's just been in my spirit. Watch what the fuck you putting in your mouth, bro. These people killing us, man.
It's a fact.
They putting, bro, there's no way
It was
you
a-
eat a chicken wing, bro, and you just, oh shit, what the fuck is going on with me, bro?
So just imagine that. Now, you're trying to run a race, you're trying to do this stuff, and these are the obstacles that are facing you. They're giving you poison, and then you're trying to run this race.
Yeah, man.
They're giving you all these different things to break you down
Yeah.
from trying to stop from you finishing that race.
Yes, bro.
Right?
Hey, Salaki, the scripture says you should eat,
Eat the bread and eat the fowl. Yeah.
No, what Al-Shai said about poison. You used to be poison, we can live.
Yeah.
Come on,
Right.
That's fire.
See, that's the
trying to get us
thing.
out of there.
Elder Apostle Tahar, or Elder Apostle Gabar, they were talking about that on the live. They were talking about how, listen, we got cell phones, right? That we know that these things, you know, give us all types of, radiation, all these different things, you know, but listen, we got Yahweh Shem Yahshua on our side at the end of the day.
That's right.
And he has us at a purpose to push our mission.
That's right,
Right?
bro.
So that's why, you know, some of these things are not hurting us, you know, because we have a mission. The Lord has put us on this mission, and
right.
we're going to accomplish that mission.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, talk, bro.
Right now, we are in a wilderness-like situation, man. You know, just like how in the time of Moses, when the Israelites were in the wilderness, he preserved their clothes, he preserved their shoes. The Lord is preserving brothers' health, man.
Yeah.
You know, we eating all types of poison, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
the Lord is doing this for the elect's sake.
Right.
Let me finish the scripture. Verse 28, Ezekiel 12 and 28. Therefore say unto them, thus said the Lord, power Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord, power Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And I was going into, you know, we can apply that to Project Warp Speed. You know, we see this whole MOTB unfolding at a rapid pace, man. They could be they could be issuing universal basic income this summer. You know, that's going into the $5,000
refund.
refunds, man. Yo, and that's
Indulge.
that's just another step to the MOTB. Sloppy, bro, you got it.
You got a precept?
I have one for you.
Yeah, I do.
I have one with you, son.
I do have one.
No,
Yeah, I do.
because I know he was before.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to your power by Shimon Shai and putting up off from day to day.
Right.
For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right.
You know, and this dude, I was right, because this is what we're talking about. This dude's in security, man. You know, this dude living in security, man, because what he have? He got a Hellcat, living in a fine house, so got multiple women, got kids, and he's just doing security, man.
Yeah.
He doing safety, but hey, look at him in the day and the hour that he's not looking for, man. No, this is why the Lord keeps us poor, man. The Lord keeps us lowly, because keeping us in a low state makes us want to get the fuck out of here more.
Yeah.
No, but when niggas get a whole bunch of riches and money, niggas get how you say, safe. So niggas get how you say,
Comfortable.
get comfortable.
Get comfortable, right? And the Lord is going to, ultimately, if you're not doing this purpose, what's the need for you, right? What good use is a vessel if at the end of the day, you're not useful. You throw that shit away.
Yeah,
old dirty plastic cup.
Nah.
Man, throw that shit away,
Right.
right? You know what I'm saying? It's done for.
And we
You know what I'm saying?
an acceptable sacrifice.
Right.
You know, like back in the time of Israel was sacrificing lambs. It had to be a certain kind of lamb in a certain condition. It had to be a male lamb. You know, the Lord was very
Strategic.
particular,
yeah.
particular on how you wanted that land.
Right.
And the same thing with us. We got to come in a certain doctrine. We got to be in the right spirit.
And that's what makes us the children of righteousness, the children of light, because we understand that the Lord wants his sacrifice in a certain way, man. You know, and having the things in this world being defiled, with the meat of this world, it's not the right way. You got to come up the right way. I'm about to read this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 2. It is better to be in the house of mourning than in the house of feasting. Man, that's plain, man. The Lord wants you in the house of mourning, man, because what that's going to do is going to give you a fire to desire Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai more, man. If you're in the house of feasting, what you going to do? You're going to keep trying to have more feast.
Partying.
Turning
up.
You're going to keep wanting to
Folly.
do that, right? Because ultimately you just feed your flesh continually, man.
And the Lord is really, making you uncomfortable here.
Yeah.
So you get tired of this place,
Yeah.
and guess what? You're gonna keep pushing forward.
Ultimately, it's
you
going
wanna.
to strike a fire inside you. You're like, man, fuck this place, man. And you're going to understand that this is the only way, man. Walk ye therein, just like you just brought out, huh?
Right.
No, the other piece I was going to, I don't want to take it back again, but it was Sirach.
Yeah,
the
bring
12th
that- yeah,
chapter.
bring that
But
back.
I
That
was
was
going
fire.
to go off of what you just said,
Okay, go
because I don't
ahead.
want
Do
to
whatever
go
the
backwards.
Spirit tell you, bro.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, starting at verse 13. It says, "Till I come, give attendance to reading,
Yeah.
to exhortation, and to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on hands of the pepistry, like that?
Presbytery.
Presbytery, Salaki. Meditate upon these things and give thyself wholly to them."
And Salakia. So this understand that when we talking about this race, we're not talking about physically running. This is a spiritual race.
Right.
This is a spiritual race that we're running. To our power, man. And this is the race that we've been, that we're chasing through. And there's all types of obstacles and things that are in the way. Right.
It says, "Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed to thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee." Right? And this is bigger than ourselves. That's why, like, when we talk about a debating spirit, it's too much on the line,
Yeah.
right? While we thinking about debating, you got to be thinking about the sheep, because in most debates and certain back and forths, when somebody's supposed to leave being edified, and mostly the sheep want to get edified. Going back to the point of the sheep, that goes to Philippians the 3rd chapter, where we pressing towards the mark and not looking behind another direction, right? Because the mark is where the sheep is at.
Now that last part, where it's read that
Give
last part.
yourselves holy to them.
Okay, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear you.
Right, because also too, remember, during this race, the Lord might have that spirit to put on you to have somebody else by the way, and now you running together. Right? Because a lot of times, we start out we running alone, and then the Lord moves things in the way. So now he's got you, hey, you see a brother down the side, down the road, and now y'all running together. And then y'all running together, and the Lord could exit that person, or you bring somebody else on, and now here's another one, right? So this is that thing, right? The Lord is always, maneuvering, but it's not just about you, right? It's about really the elect and gathering all the elect. So in that race, it's not just about you. You could be picking up somebody else who's of the elect on that way.
Right.
The Lord could be using you to move to that direction. You know what I'm saying?
So Rock 33:7, it says, we're not laboring for our own, but we're laboring for those that seeking wisdom.
Right. So and that's the thing. We're not running just for ourselves.
Yeah.
All right. We're running to win that race, but ultimately we're running too for the elect. Man.
Right.
So the Lord is gonna have His voice be heard by His sheep, and they're gonna be, hold on, where you running to?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Hold on. Tell me about it. Let's run together. Now we're running together. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It says, can two walk together? Let's say be agreed. All right. So and that's the beautiful thing too about this, is that this race, right now the Lord is having us. We can run it. We run it right now. Right now we running a whole thing right now. People don't even know it. We got a whole thing right now.
Yeah.
Right. And the Lord is blessing us with this opportunity with each other, and now we can run this race together right now.
And it's a beautiful thing when somebody actually get on pace with you, man.
Right.
When somebody actually jogging, they
Right.
running in pace with you. It's
Right.
a beautiful thing, man.
Hey, if a brother fall, come on, brother,
Get
come on.
back up.
Let's get yourself there. Let's keep going. Remember that mark. We got to get to that thing, man. We got to get to that.
That's right. And it's a clear indicator that what? The scriptures talk about the angels, they rejoicing when somebody else repent.
Right.
And it's the same thing with us. Hey, when somebody can get this and start jogging with us, we like, man, it's nothing better than that, man.
What
To
did we
know
just
that the
say?
spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai has jumped on somebody else, man.
We just said in the car, man, like,
Okay.
it's nothing better, man. Like, you've been going through a whole week of just tribulations, trying to jump over hurdles, trying to spin move on people, and try to keep running this race.
Right.
And then you see your brother, man.
Right,
And you get to see your brothers, and that just amps you up and gets that kind of, how you playing like Mario or something, Mario Kart, you get that little boost of energy and just gets you going. And now you're going a little faster, man, because you got your brothers, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how this race is, man.
A good example is when and it's not spiritual, it's more so physical, it's a carnal example, but nonetheless it applies. When Yahushua was carrying that cross, and it was the Simeonite came to help him.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's synonymous to seeing a brother come into this truth, and deciding to pick up his cross for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Hey, what's the scripture? What is it? Ephesians 4, where it says basically, is it Ephesians 4 where it's talking about two can't be two together and they warm together? You know what I'm saying? So it's when you by yourself in this thing, man, it's a beautiful. You get a brother warms you up, man, immediately, man. I see the brother hopped in the car and I instantly felt joy. I'm like, Ecclesiastes 4. So
And 3 is a thresh.
Yeah. When I seen the brother, man, how you doing, bro? When I seen the brother, man, I was like, yo, god damn, it felt great, man.
Right.
When you hear somebody and they understand this truth, and then they make actions to start coming amongst us. You know what I'm saying? And they just start hearing it. That's a beautiful thing, man. That's just showing you that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is really working, man.
Think about it when you like you play sports or whatever, and you got to run your little laps or whatever, and you got somebody to run with you, man.
Yeah.
It seems a whole lot easier
Yeah.
than when you're running by yourself, man.
Yeah.
And you just like, damn, man, like, are we gonna get there yet? Am I get there yet? Now you got somebody else like, come on, man, we got this together, man.
Right.
We gonna get this thing together.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
All right.
I got a precept.
Con.
All right, this is Sirach chapter 33, starting at 13, but the point is 17. It says, "As the clay is in the hand, in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liking him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
Right.
So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. I waked up last of all, as one that gathereth after the great gatherers. By the blessing of Yahweh Bashem Shai, I profited, and tread my winepress like a gatherer of grapes. Consider that I labored not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning." Right? You got to think, when you're in this thing, is more than just yourself. Right? Well, we're not just doing, because when you in the world, you boast on yourself. A lot of us look in the mirror, oh, I look fresh today. There's a lot of us emptying ourselves. When you come in this truth, is about what you said, Romans the 12th chapter, laying yourself down like a living sacrifice. And if Yahweh Shai was that spiritual sacrifice, we got to be the same as Yahweh Shai. 1 John 2 and 26. If we abide in him, we shall walk as he walked. So Yahweh Shai was walking as a shepherd. We should walk as a shepherd, even though we're a sheep.
Right.
You know?
Con.
Right, bro.
Can you get that second Ezra 7 for me? Start at verse 2.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, verse 2. And he said to me, up Esdras,
Up to 12.
sorry,
No, I'm just saying up to 12.
and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And said, speak all my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great.
Right. So to imagine that, right? You see, you got an ocean, huge, deep, man. Right? If you ever seen that, I seen videos on like they got that little what is it called, Marina Trench or something, and they show like things that could fit in the ocean, like how many stacks of how many like Empire State Buildings or and this thing is huge, right? So go ahead.
But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river.
So, but to get there, to get to that ocean, that sea, it's a very narrow path. All right, go ahead.
Who then could go into the sea to look upon it?
Right, who can go? Right? How many people are able to run that type? Keep going.
And to rule it. If he went not through the narrow,
Right.
how could he come into the broad?
How you even gonna get there if you don't go to that narrow path?
Right.
And that's the only way to go is through that narrow path to get to that big, huge open sea, man. Right. You gotta go through that narrow path, man.
Right.
No
Keep going.
other way. Shit.
There is also another thing. A city is building and set upon a broad field.
Okay.
And full of all good things.
Right.
The entrance thereof is narrow,
Talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. Right, go ahead.
and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
It's a dangerous place to get there. Right. All right.
Like as if there were on the right hand, there were fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water.
Right. You have fire on the right hand. You got this, these ICBM missiles coming on this right hand side.
Yeah.
And on that left hand side, you got that water, man. Right. And throughout this narrow path, which is your lives or your lives, you're trying to narrowly get to that kingdom, man. Right.
Wow.
We've all fell short. We didn't drown. We didn't did all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to get back and follow that narrow path. Keep going.
And one only path between them both.
There's only one path, right? There's not multiple paths, right? It's a narrow path. Go ahead.
Either between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given to a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
Right. So I'm showing you this beautiful thing. You got this beautiful vision. You see the finish line, but to get through it, It's going to be a narrow. It's going to be a hard walk. It's going to be obstacles. All types of things, right? But you got to get to it.
Yeah.
You have to go. This is the only way you're going to be able to get through it, right? What does that say? Through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know. So this path is that narrow, man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Oh, what you?
No, because we keep saying narrow.
Yeah.
When you go into the etymology online, it says little width, not wide or broad, constricted,
Right.
limited.
Because what did Yahweh Shai say? Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Narrow is the way.
Right.
You know?
Discipline.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta deny yourself.
Right.
It says it says causing difficulty, oppressive, strict, and severe narrowness. And one more, it says, where was it? Where is it at? Oh yeah, to be confined, to be cramped in, to force in, or small, or to become smaller.
Right. And that's what we've done. Right. We've chosen. We didn't choose, right? How about Shemel Shai chose us to be in this narrow path, man? And this path is so narrow, and then at this point, that's our only way to go. We just got to keep going forward now. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Keep going forward.
Yeah.
You got some people who want to climb out and jump off, right?
Yeah.
You got some people who they blocking the way, then you got to get the hell out the way. The Lord got to move you out of the way so the other people can keep going to this path.
When you go to Luke 9:23, where he says, when you in order to follow me, pick up your cross, but be lowly. That's another example of to become small.
Right.
And so walking this narrow path, you got to become small.
Right.
We really shouldn't be making ourselves of a name on this side.
Right.
Hosea 12:10, when you read in the ERV, the people were saying that the prophets look like fools. You look crazy, right? Because we're walking a small narrow path. We're not gonna be loved or to attract many.
What does it say? All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. Right? And we understand that, even though there's all these different distractions, these different things that can cost you from trying to walk that narrow path, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like that. So you try to run on a narrow path, but like running on a tight path.
Yeah.
The ass got tripped,
Right.
They got fall over, you got fall to one side or the other side. That's the same thing in this truth. You can't try to outspeed truth. Don't try to get all the living not saying come puffed up. You can't do that.
Somebody get that Ecclesiastes 9 and 11 real quick. What this
Ecclesiastes,
brother is saying.
you said 11 and 9?
The grace is not given to the swift.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 11, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Ecclesiastes 9:11, it says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race...
What's under the sun? It's talking about the earth, man.
Right.
Right? The place of judgment. All right? Right.
I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift.
It's not to the swift, right? So like the brother was saying, you try to run this thing too quick. This is like a tightrope, man. This thing is so narrow, right? You gonna bump, get straight up, do the whole nine, man.
You can't sprint on a goddamn stream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You gotta pace yourself, man. That's why it says, "He that endureth
Right.
unto the end of same shall be saved."
Read that. Keep reading on that.
It's a lot, you family. It says, let me read it again. It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not too swift,
It's not to the swift.
nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet the riches of men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all.
Right. But the point that I wanted that this race is not for the swift, right? And we've seen time and time again where you got people come in and they sprint into this thing. They think if they sprint fast enough that the kingdom's gonna come fast enough.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
not. That's not what it is, right?
Right.
Because we know all throughout the scriptures the Lord says, "Be patient, have patience," right? Wait on me, wait on the Lord. It just continues. He continues to tell you that, right? This is not something that you can just try to run.
That's why we always say don't gas out.
Right.
And when you see Alizar and them, they start changing the doctrine. They really gassing out, man.
Right.
They couldn't endure it.
Right.
They couldn't endure that tribulation. So now they gotta mingle the world and the truth to try to fill afloat, man.
Right.
That's why you gotta stay in this thing, man. You gotta stay in the spirit of mourning the whole time.
Right.
Squeezing through, barely making it, man.
Right. Well, when you look at wisdom going in Ecclesiastes, he'll say a lot of things under the sun is meaningless.
Yeah, all
you know.
flesh
So
to the
really,
spirit, yeah.
when you talk about the narrow path or the sheep,
Yeah.
they're only going to one path. And you know what? Sheep do the same thing over and over again. They eat, they drink, they sleep. They eat, they drink, they sleep, and they just walk around, eat, drink, and sleep. They're usually they have a simple life.
Right.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. So basically the point was in verse 5. Ecclesiastes, 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5, where it says, examine yourself. You know, you got to really examine yourself in this truth,
Right.
to make sure you got your, for lack of better words, you got your shit sealed tight, man. Or you know, your stuff together. You know, you're walking in the spirit.
Cross every T, dot every I.
I got to put a little precept real quick. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but just weight is his delight. No? So, hey, we're walking in balances. We're not walking outward, and we're not walking in an impartial way. We're not going too fast, we're not going too slow.
Right.
No, because we're going too slow, we just be spaced out. We'll be unfocused.
Right.
So our eye will be single. No, but if we go too head on, too fast, and you got to burn out. No, you got to burn out, you got to burn out steam, and hopefully you got to fall away, because only that day you went too fast, man.
Right.
No?
Right.
Tripped.
This is Philippians chapter 3 and verse 14. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of God and Hamashiach Yahushai.
Right, we got to press towards that mark, man. That mark is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Right? We have to understand what our mission and our goal is, right? Where are we finishing to, right? Is that on there? I think that was on that, right? Read it again one more time, Salah.
All right, I'll read it again. Verse 14, it says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of God and Hamashiach Yahushai.
Right, and when you pressing, that means you're continuing on. You're not stopping, man. You know? And you might get a little tired. I know this week, man, I was just like, damn, you know, I was tired, man. You know, not tired physically, but just mentally. You know, you get mentally drained and spiritually drained, you know what I'm saying? But this thing is, you got to keep pressing towards the mark, because that mark is especially, you know, to us is that most important thing. You got that for me?
Hey, if I could add one thing, the brother Asher, he brought out a beautiful point, how the Lord is about balance. So sometimes you're gonna have down days where you're mentally exhausted and you feel like you can't go on anymore. But you know, you got to understand that the Lord is going to give you an update. You know, and you just got to continue to endure. The key thing is to endure, because the Lord He gonna continue to give you down days, but He also going to continue to give you updates too.
Hold on real quick.
This is Proverbs 24, verse 16. It says, for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again.
Right, so guess what? In this walk, and you're gonna fall, you're gonna trip, fall, right? A just man, right? Remember, we're pressing towards that mark. So during this race, and we might trip and fall, right? But a righteous man, a just man, is gonna get back up.
But the wicked shall fall into mischief.
Right. One is gonna, you know, you're gonna have that one. I scraped my knee and I can't go. I'm just gonna stay here, right? No, man. Hey, if you gotta damn drag yourself, if you gotta do, you know, you gotta crawl for a little bit, but you gotta keep going. There's no stopping. You're gonna have some of those days where you're gonna fall, right? And you're gonna, you know, but those are reflections to understand. You gotta get your ass back up. You gotta keep running this race, man.
Right.
You can't stop in this thing, man.
Right.
You can't stop. If you're crawling, if you're damn, you know how you see on the army, they getting on there and fucking, whatever you gotta do, man, to keep going and getting through that race, man. That's what you gotta do, man.
I had a precept kind of like lambing back off what you were saying, how you was feeling tired and you was good physically, but like spiritually and mentally you was a little bit drained out. Right. But this is the book, this is kind of like a precept backing up what you were saying. It's the book of Galatians 5:17, ESV, and it reads, "For the desires of the flesh are against the spirit, and the desires of the spirit are against the flesh. For these are opposed to each other to keep you from doing the things you want to do."
Right. That's beautiful. I think that was one of my, it was either, what does it say? The flesh, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is, somebody get that for me, please. I don't know.
Vulnerable.
Spirit is willing, but flesh is weak.
Flesh is weak.
Isaiah chapter 48, verse 10, it reads, "But I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction." Okay, so those down days, man, that's the Lord refining you. You know, if you could get through one down day, you could get through another.
Building your spiritual muscle.
Yeah.
The Lord is putting that, that time right there where you find the Lord is kind of getting you back, getting you refocused.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to have a refocus. Sometimes you can get so much in this thing and your head gets puffed up and you thinking that it's all about you, and the Lord got to drop you down to the ground. Just remember, who gave you all this, right? You sit there and you might be like, man, I got all these lessons in it, and all of a sudden the Lord just make your mind blank, or put the spirit where like, nah, you're not gonna do this lesson, and you're gonna have to wait on me. You know what I'm saying? The Lord can do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Because He's gotta, this race, he's moving you where you need to go. He's gonna humble you. When you try to get out of line and you're doing this, He's gonna keep making sure that you stay focused, man.
Right. Yo, you got multiple examples. Like even Peter, when he denied Yahweh Shai those 3 times, when he came back in the faith, he came back stronger. After knowing that the Lord told him that he was going to deny him, to hear somebody prophesy unto you, and you actually do it to the Savior, and then later on, he didn't want to be put to death the same way as Yahweh Shai.
But see, that also shows you that there's no free will. Right? When you got all these people talking about, that there's free will. No, right? There's nothing Peter could do about that.
Yeah.
The Lord had already prophesied. It was already written that He was going to do it. The same way Judas.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing Judas Iscariot could do.
Yeah.
Right? He was already prophesied to do what? To betray the Lord, man.
And
nothing you can do about it.
It was no way for him to come back unless it was in his script.
Right.
To come back from betraying Yahweh Shai.
And with that, Salakia, understanding that the elect are going to finish this race no matter
Come
what.
on.
Right? If you're not the elect, the Lord is going to stop you in your tracks, man. Right? If you're not sincere, if you are predestinated to run this race and finish this race, you're not going to do it. It don't matter how much you try to run, you try to do it, the Lord will have you go off. Right to the left. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is like another path right here. You got people talking about, oh yeah, John 1:1. Right? They run they run into a different path.
Yeah.
And they thinking they still running the race, and you already out of the race right now, man.
And look how the Lord did Paul. He was killing people of the faith.
Right.
And then now the Lord said that He was choosing him.
He was running off, and the Lord had to bring him back.
Yeah, bring him. Come on, man.
Right.
And that's how you
bring
know.
him back on the right path.
Yeah, and that's the example of the elect. You can be rough somewhere else in the world, but when the Lord puts you in your right purpose, the purpose for Him, of the elect, it don't matter where you come from, but the elect is have a single eye, right? Where He said let your eye be single, right? One direction,
Right.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it says, can 2 walk together? Let's say we agree, right?
Yep.
You can't sit there and be running and somebody, no, we need to be going this way. We need to be going this way, and you're supposed to be going that way, man. Right. That's not going to work, man. You know what I'm saying? That you go walk that way, and we're going to run this way, man. We're going to go this way. You know what I'm saying?
And what did Yahushua said, or what did Peter said to Yahushua when he asked him, will y'all leave me too? He said, where else are we going to go?
Right.
Y'all is going to be on your own way.
Right. Because
That's that narrow path.
let me get that. You got that? Get that real quick.
The book of Proverbs, 18, verse 10. The Lord's name, the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
The name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a strong tower.
The righteous run into it, and it's safe.
The righteous run into it, and it's safe. All right. So understand, that's what we're looking for, man. We're trying to run to that tower, man, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man.
Right.
That's our protection. That's what we got to run to. That's what we're going to be safe from.
Right.
Right. And guess what? As we're running, if we keep running, guess what? That tower is gonna come and get us and swoop us up, man.
Right.
And take us up out of, man. If we're of the elect, man.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come, gather those who are running that race properly, and take them out of there, man.
Right.
All right. But we gotta call. That's why you gotta call on those names. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, man.
Right.
The name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe.
Right.
All right.
Facts.
This is,
Oh, go ahead.
this is Luke 16:16. The law and the prophets were until John. Since that time, the kingdom of God is preached, and every man presseth into it.
Right. So
You know?
think about that, right? Now, Yahweh gave us, this is our direction to run the path.
Right.
And what do? We toss it away. We're gonna do our own thing, right? So now he had to bring his son, who's now trying to show us the way. That's the John I was gonna tell you to bring out.
Yep.
I am the way, I am the truth. Right. So now we have our sights on, just as in the wilderness when Moses lifted up the serpent, and people who looked at him, they were saved, right? They were healed. The same way, right? We're looking at Yahweh Shai, right? Somebody get that Hebrews 12:1 from me. But the same way, we're looking at that. That's our mark, man. We're running to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We're running to that finish line. That's the prize that we're looking for, man.
Right.
That's what we're running to. All right? And yep, sure, as we run, we're going to trip and fall. We're going to be like, who was it, Peter? When he stepped out on the water, right? He lost focus, he started sinking up. You got to call on Yahweh. You save me, Lord, right? And what happened? Immediately, Yahweh Shai grabbed him, lifted him back up, But that's us when you run in that faith, man, that we can't see physically, but we see spiritually where we're running to, man, and where we're trying to go to.
That's a whole lesson right there. How he that little example was showing you how fast the Lord really comes to your need, especially the elect. When he got it, like you just said, he actually started sinking. The first thing he thought was Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
That was Proverbs 18:10. The name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is a strong tower, right? You call on that name. What does a tower do, man? Like a tower, when in the olden days, that was protection. That was your protection from outside enemies, right? And those fortresses were tight, and you couldn't get into.
Right.
What more? The name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the tower of the Lord. How much tighter is that? Where you're not gonna be able to penetrate and get into.
Right.
Once I'm in there, I'm safe, man. You can't do nothing to me, man. Right?
Safe house.
Yeah, I got a little point. It's gonna be real brief. And to prove that the Lord, He's really quick to answer our prayers and to really be there for us. Scriptures say how 1,000 years is a day to the Lord. So when we put up them prayers, man, and they come to pass real quick, the Lord is actually answering our prayers really quick.
Instead of prayers of a righteous man pierce the clouds.
Yeah.
Pierce the clouds.
In our time, the time looked kind of slower, but the Lord is always on time. He's never late. He's always on time.
You need the Hebrews in 12.
12.
You got a precept? Yeah. Okay, bring your precept real quick, man. That's just part of what we're going into.
God, the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope. For hope that is seen is not hope. For what men see is why do we yet hope for? For if we hope for that which we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. So we're waiting for the things that we can't see, man. We're hoping for the things that are not visible to the human eye, man.
Right.
And we're hoping for the immortality, man. All the glorified bodies, man.
Right.
This is why we do this work, man. It's very how much Shai, man. This is why we need to worship Yahweh Shai, the visible power, man.
Right.
Okay, we know that the Yahweh Shai greater AC on this world, man.
We believe, we know through faith we can see the finish line, even though we can't see it. Right? That's why people think we're crazy. Like the guys out here in the world, look at everything is going on as normal, man. Somebody give me that. 2 Peter 3:2. That's what I had somebody holding it, but I didn't
I can get it.
2 Peter 3 and verse 2, right? Because a lot of people, they don't see this race that we're running.
3
right?
and 2. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 2.
Start at verse 1.
Okay, starting at verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, in the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, in saying, where is the promise of his coming?
Where's the promise of his coming? Where you so we're trying to run. I seen a video just today, man, right? Where Eve gets on there and talks about, oh, you guys sit up here, you know, looking for some invisible guy to come save you. Yeah, we are, man, through our faith, man. And we believe it. You know, and you're gonna know it when that fire comes and rains down on your goddamn head, man.
Okay.
And you're gonna understand
Just
it.
smack
You
with
know
a
what I'm
nuke
saying?
right in the forehead.
Hey, what is faith? Faith is the substance of things
Not seen.
Right,
It's
right.
things hoped for. That's
fact. Right.
So yeah, we is, by definition, we is waiting for a Lord to
But
come back.
we're running with our spiritual eyes.
Right.
We're running this race with our spiritual eyes, and we can see the finish line with our spiritual eyes, right? You know I put in the chat like, you know, hey, we one day closer, man. You know, we one day closer each day. If you can think of that finish line, we one day closer to the kingdom each day, man.
Right.
Each time we wake up, each
One
time
day
we
closer.
get back, the Lord gives us that spirit to get back on our feet and keep running this race, man. We that much closer, man.
Right.
You know? What do we had a little countdown.
Yeah.
You know, we got, you know, 9,999 or something.
You hit that down like
Right, you know?
like toy camp.
Right. But with that, but knowing that, right, we got to keep a pace. And it's not running, it's not sitting up here, like I said, it's not for the swift, man. Right? It's for those who endure. Somebody get that, Matthew 24:13.
Did you want that
I
Hebrew
got a
stuff?
precept.
Yeah, bring a precept. Yeah, we definitely need that.
Because we're talking about the prophets. Dang, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to be selfish. I want to get this Hosea, but I want to get this Hosea, but I don't want to be selfish and don't forget the rest of that verse. Or did you not want it?
Yeah. You can
All
finish that. Just
All right.
finish that.
So 2 Peter 3 and 4, just to finish it before we go to the precept, and saying, where's the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Right. Now skip down to verse 8. This is what the brother was talking about, right? When he said that the Lord really answers our prayers speedily, right?
Right.
Because the day of the Lord is like a 1,000 years, right? Or 1,000 years is like
one
one day to the
Right.
Lord, right? Read that.
Verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
Right. So just imagine, even when he answers your calls, we thinking we out here living in a time realm, and we out here like your kids, right? Your kids, they want stuff down. Like the generation today, they want something right now, right
now,
before. Hey,
right.
back in the day when we had to play a video game, we had to start from the beginning. You had to go and blow the damn disc, put it in there. That shit might work. That shit might not work. And then you playing it, damn thumbs get raw, and you had to go to sleep, and now you got to start all over again. Right now, they can start off right from the beginning. Everything is instant, right? Because they don't have that patience, man.
Right.
You know, and the Lord is teaching us patience and do suffering.
Long suffering.
Right. It's I think a point in Jeremiah 1 verse 11 where the Lord was talking about an almond tree, and Jeremiah said, yeah, I see an almond tree, and the Lord said, that's me watching, and my plans will play out. When you read in the NLT, it says that his plans will play out. When we go to Habakkuk, these prophecies is for a appointed moment, right? When Yahushua come, it's for a appointed moment, especially if we think about all the other history things that happened when Noah, when everybody was partying, and for 100 years he kept saying it was going to come, but they didn't believe it. And that's like somebody in the world thinking the Lord not going to come. They still want their time on this side, but the prophets is talking about the Lord making a mighty return. You know, I don't want to add extra days, you know?
It's a lot. The Lord said that he was shorting the days.
Yeah.
And the Lord was going a little before schedule.
Yeah.
No, the Lord will speed up the time. And that's what the Lord said he's going to do. And that's what the Lord doing right now.
How much mercy and grace is that right there?
Yeah.
That the Lord, you know, we in here just like, oh my God.
Right.
The Lord is speeding it up for us, man.
Right, come on.
The Lord is speeding it up, you know?
He shortened the time for
the
when we was in Babylon.
Right.
He shortened it from 70 years.
Where we at now?
We in
Babylon.
Yeah. This is Hosea.
Babylon right now.
This Hosea 9 and 7 in the ERV, it says the prophets say, Israel, learn this. The time of punishment has come. The time has come for you to pay for the evil things you did. But the people of Israel say the prophets is a fool. This man with God's spirit is crazy. The prophet says, you will be punished for your terrible sins. You will be punished for your hate, right? And you got a lot of people saying that the prophets look like fools and they're crazy, you know, constantly teaching his word or bringing out the same thing. You talking about an MOTB? The MOTB already out here. The MOTB is the drug dealer. But the prophets is telling you, look at the time we in. We're in a time of technology. How you ain't gonna see that the MOTB is a physical electronic device? You know, people are gonna think that the men of the Lord is crazy, man. That this narrow hard path. Some of your family members like you still on this. You still on this. They rooting for your fall. Now when you come back in the world, see, I knew you wasn't gonna stay in that for too long.
They're gonna be the ones turning us in, turning us over to the enemy.
You know, this path is a difficult path, man.
You actually just put me right back on.
On track?
Me too.
Somebody give me Luke 14.
I got you.
Start at do 27 to 33.
Okay. This is Luke.
Right, because a
14.
lot of people don't understand the race that they get into this race because they see it. They're like, oh man, that race looked kind of fun. That look, you know, because they see the little, the feast days and the different things that's going on, and they got these little garments on. Oh man, that must be fun, and they want to run the race too. But they haven't counted the cost of this race. They don't understand the seriousness of this race. They don't understand that, you know, if you play about it, and the Lord will destroy you for it.
Yeah, they don't understand it when they come into this thing, man.
Can I get a precept on that?
Real quick, I want him to read this real quick.
This is Luke 14, verse 27. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you, attending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?
Hey, so hold on, real quick. Read that first part again.
Okay.
27.
Okay, it says, for whosoever doeth not whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
Right. So listen, you got to prepare yourself for this race.
Yeah.
Right. How do you prepare yourself for this race? Through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. What is that? Sirach 2 and 1.
Yeah.
If thou prepared. You had that right there?
I got something else to do.
Okay. If thou, come to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Al Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Understand that this race is going to get difficult, man.
Yeah. Right.
It's going to be some obstacles, some times where you like, damn, you know, but you got to keep going, right?
Yeah.
But the Lord has already warned you about when you run this race, hey, it's going to be some stuff happening to you, man.
Right.
You know, you're going to go through a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It says
That's
for
what Yahweh Shai told Yahweh Shai said about Paul, the great things that he may suffer for my name's sake.
Right.
It's the same thing we doing. Man. We don't have to suffer, and it's just a light. This is a small piece of it. Yeah. So we're being prepared to actually really experience some shit, man.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little, but it just goes to show you that Alizar, all you other niggas that's in the spirit of being here, y'all not gonna last in them times, man.
Yep, you just brought up Paul. You remember the example with the thorn on his side?
Yeah.
That whole thing was for him to say his weakness.
Yeah.
He had to run that race with that
Yeah,
thorn.
with that thorn.
Yeah.
With that thorn.
And he said he couldn't do it without Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Then when he was talking about the vision, when he seen his outer body experience,
Yeah.
he said I could boast on it, but he said
Yeah.
I'm going on my weakness.
Yeah.
Because even if I was to explain how, like basically who's gonna believe this?
Yeah.
You know, but he gave you a little taste of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But it's our weakness, right? Verse 28. It says.
Hold on, real quick. Somebody get 2 Timothy 4 and 7. Right? This is what the brother, you know, he, even though he had that thorn, right? Paul continued that and to run that race, man.
Yeah.
Until it was finished.
Come on, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, in verse 7. It says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course.
Finish the course.
I have kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness,
Right.
which Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day.
Right.
And not,
It's like, they want to make a point. These dudes who say push it back the day of the Lord, they don't want the crown.
Right.
They don't want the crown.
Right.
They didn't want their little compensation reward on this
yeah,
side,
they're not thinking about the spiritual, they think about the physical.
Right.
Because they really carnal men.
which is fucking dumb.
Yahweh Shai said, let no man take your crown.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
But you really sitting it down your own self when you was talking about it's going to be 1,000 years till he
Yeah.
comes back,
Yeah,
man.
you don't
You
want
basically just, yeah, I'm good.
Hey, they want to.
You're not running the race to win.
Right.
How
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, how disrespectful is that? The Lord offer you eternal salvation, So, eternal glory, unlimited wealth,
Yeah.
rulership, spiritual power,
Okay.
all the above. They say, nah.
They be like, oh,
Listen, they
what
want to.
what about the white man? What about them?
Listen, the incorruptible crown.
Right.
That's what they focused on.
Right.
You know, the crown that's going to get destroyed.
Right.
That's going to wither away.
Right.
You know what I'm
Earthly.
saying?
Earthly.
You know?
And the Lord gave you his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding at that.
Right.
He gave you the words of immortality. And
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
good.
about to say that.
And you
Right.
sit down.
Basically,
and
they
it's
don't want the race to finish.
Yeah.
They want the shit to keep going.
Yeah.
What nigga in the Olympics want to keep running?
Right.
You know, I'm only in here to do the 400 meters, man. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. 100-meter dash. I'm trying to get from here to there. That's over.
And just think about this race that we're in right now. Because look, the devil is tempting us every time.
Yeah.
Because the door just keeps opening. And it keeps staying
Yeah.
open. And trying to stop us from
Yeah.
running this race. We're going to finish this race, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're going to finish this race. All right,
Yep.
let's
Right.
get back on where we at. Keep reading.
Okay,
on that.
verse 28, it says, Luke 14:28, for which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and count the cost, whether he have efficient it to finish it?
Right. So a wise person is you're not just gonna start building something, or you're not just gonna start running
Yeah.
without having to, you're not gonna start trying to run a marathon, right? Without first, at least training yourself to get there.
Yeah.
Right? You're not just going, oh yeah, what is the marathon? Was it 24 miles, 26 miles? Something like that. It's something crazy.
Yeah.
Right? You're not just gonna go out there and just start running that shit and think you're gonna finish.
Right.
No, you have to train yourself.
Right.
And you get that training through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that's guiding you.
Right.
Also, if I can add to it, in this thing, man, you gotta learn how to fight injured, man. I know brothers was just harping on that point about Paul, man, but the Lord, we gotta understand that we're being tried. Scripture say if you would get a friend, you gotta prove him first. And this is the Lord. We're at the point where we gotta fight injured, man. We're exhausted. We have moments of exhaustion, and we have moments where we be like, damn, man, we don't know if I can continue on or whatever. But those are those moments of fighting injured. Another great example is Jacob when he wrestled with the angel. He wrestled with the angel with his hip popped out of place, but he still was wrestling. Right?
To the morning.
To the morning, man. So he endured that whole wrestling match.
Right.
So we gotta endure this wrestling match. It's likened to a wrestling match.
Right.
We gotta just whatever we go through, man, whatever pains, whatever the Lord puts us through, we gotta understand that we can bear it, because he ain't gonna give us nothing that we can't bear.
Right. And that's what this is talking about, right? You got to count that cost. That's when we're going back to Sirach 2:1, right? The Lord already warned you, right? If you want to run this race, let me tell you what's going to happen to you. It's not a probably, it's not a maybe. Hey, this is what's going to happen to you if you run this race, right? He's telling you what's happening. Hold on, let me just finish this real quick.
That go with Joseph, the trials he had to take in order for that dream, for him to be above his brothers.
Yeah.
He had to endure being in prison for that whole year,
Right.
let alone being in that hole.
Right.
And then eventually arise, and then the Lord bring his brothers and then his family around, and now he in the land of Egypt.
What did he say? He told them, the Lord, what you thought evil, the Lord turned it and made it good.
Yeah,
right?
because
He ultimately saved.
after
his
his father
whole-
died, they was thinking that anger was going to still be
but
upon
he
him.
suffered wrongfully.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like we're doing right now. We're
Yeah.
suffering wrongfully, man.
Yeah.
But at the end of the tunnel, he gonna be on top, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And even the doctrine is suffering wrongfully too. Because the men of the Lord that was actually the men of the Lord that's actually teaching 100% truth, they're going to be hated just like Yahweh Shai.
Right.
So to finish it off, lest happily after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Right. So think about that, man. This man was trying to run this race. He tried to get up in this, we know he never finishes anything, right?
Right.
You got some people, your family wants you to fail. They don't want you to finish this race.
Yeah.
You got people close to you that don't want you to finish this race, man. Nah, man. You're not going to do that, man. You ain't never finished nothing in your life, right? But they don't understand that the spirit that Yahweh Shai has put on you, And a lot of us have that spirit where, like, I know me, I refuse to lose, man. Hey, get my ass whooped in Madden by 70 points, but I'm still playing and I'm still talking crap, man. That's just my mentality that the Lord put on me, right? And guess what? I use that even when I trip and fall, and I still get back up and keep going. You know?
Right. It says, or what king?
It's like I ain't lost in Madden by 70, but I'm just saying.
or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000, or else while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth a message in desire of condition of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple.
Right.
Salt is good, but if the salt have lost its savior, wherewith shall it be seasoned?
Right, that's it. But yeah, you know, the point is you know, you have to understand what you actually running for. A lot of people don't know why they're running.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people just running for Kwam Yashala, Shalom, brother.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're running
happy
for.
to-
They're not,
right.
yeah.
They're just happy to know that they're Israelite.
Right. No, they're happy to know that they were actually in the race.
Yeah.
Listen, hey man, guess what, man? I'm in the race too, man.
Yeah.
Well, where you going? I don't really know.
They're
You don't know where you're going,
going
man.
to make Esau
Right.
kiss their feet.
Yeah, look at, here's my race number right here. My name is Baba Shuka Shaka Mawalawa. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got my little race number. You thinking you doing something,
Yeah.
but you don't even know what you're doing, man.
Right. You
That's
don't
like
even know
the
what
70
you're involved in,
disciples.
man.
The 70
Right.
disciples, and only a few remain, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And they were so caught up that they could cast out demons and do this stuff,
Yeah.
right? But they weren't with the true purpose, what was really going on, man.
Right.
Well,
You know?
Sirach, what is it, the 5th chapter, where it says you should approve a friend, because some people are trying to be your friend for their own occasion.
Yeah.
Right. So just imagine those disciples was only there for that moment.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, like most of us, we do something in basketball, sports, we brag about it. They could be bragging, man, yo, man, I cast demons out, man. And we know Matthew 7:23 is gonna be people that said they prophesy in his name and cast out spirits. He gonna say, man, I don't even know you, man.
I know you.
You know?
Trying to come to that race and they think that they finished. And now imagine that. Imagine you run into that race. The race is damn near over. And how you know that race is over? Your Hawashai is here, right?
Man.
And you see that missile coming and you thinking that you finished your race. And the Lord is like, I didn't know you. You didn't finish the race.
Oh,
And
say it right in your head.
That nuke hit your ass and
Boom.
burned the shit out you. And you ran all that time. You thought you was
motherfucking
running.
shadow.
Waste of
You
time.
really thought you was running. And you got to that, right to the finish line, and the Lord stopped you right there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Hey, that's why he said it. You know, the brother said, examine yourself, man.
Yeah.
Whether you be in the faith,
Yeah.
you really believe
Lord
what you're running towards, man.
The
You
Lord
really
said-
believe this race.
The Lord said a lot of people prayed through with their mouth, but their heart was nowhere near me.
Right.
Right.
So that goes into that.
To show you the Lord is always checking out the mind or the heart.
The heart. Which is the same thing.
No,
Yeah,
you ain't give me that.
You had a precept.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that out.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 32. It says, but call to the remembrance the former days, in which, after ye were illuminated, it says, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. It says, partly while as you were made a gazing stock, both by the reproaches and afflictions, and partly while as ye became companions of them that were so used. It says, for ye have compassion of me and my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance. It says, cast not away therefore confidence, which have great recompense of reward. You see that? So we're in this thing to fight, man. Okay? When we come out here, we have a certain confidence in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, to keep us going because we understand the reward, man. This place has rewarded us nothing but damn horror, man. You know?
Well, everybody is looking at us like
Yeah.
a laughing stock.
Yeah.
We running a race. While y'all over here, you know, you got your people looking at us crazy. Like, what the hell are they doing? We're running a race right now.
What Esau ever did, what does he rewarded you with?
Taxes.
Taxes. You know? Damn, diseases.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Bullshit. Tainted your women.
Right.
You know?
BBLs.
BBLs. You know?
Fake jewelry.
Chemtrails.
That's a
Dirty
fake-
ass water.
Fake food.
Right.
Polluted ass food.
Contaminated water.
Yeah.
Right.
Bills. Right. You know, just overworking you.
Just oppression, man.
Yeah,
All
man.
together, man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
It says, verse 36, it says, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, that ye might receive the promise. That's right, man. We have
Yes.
to run this race in patience, man. You know, having patience, man. Understanding the good fight. Understanding that it's a sheep out here, you know, that probably haven't heard this word yet, man. You know, you can't force the course of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay? But your job is to measure out the times, man. You know, stay on your watch, you know, diligently, man. You know, pacing yourself, you know, in the race. But understanding that, hey, it's not about you. It's not about, hey, I want to get out of here right now. Hey, it's all, this is the Lord's time and we're waiting for it, man.
Right.
We're waiting for the Lord to free us, man. So while if you're in the mind of, oh, the Lord don't come tomorrow, I'm going to get out of here, you might gas out, man. All right? So understanding how important, you know, pacing yourself is, being patient, you know?
And that's why when you pray, you should be praying for the Lord to help you endure,
Yeah.
to help give you patience, right?
Yeah.
Patience means to suffer, man. You should be praying for these things because these are the things that are going to help you in this race, right? Like you said, because it's not you, right? Go ahead.
And
Verse 30.
You know, to say this real quick. The Lord said, take no thought for tomorrow. For tomorrow will take
takes self for itself.
For itself. You gotta focus on today.
Yeah.
And
Day by day, man.
take one step at a time.
Yeah.
But who knows that better than Jake, right? Because listen, you go from one hellish condition to another hellish condition.
Yeah.
You know, you think you good, and all of a sudden something else pop up. You're like, damn, it just keep coming, right? You got to focus on, and the only thing you can do at that point is focus on what's going on right now and not worry about tomorrow. Because tomorrow, it's going to have its old bullshit tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Verse 37, it says, for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any,
He said, and will not tarry.
Right.
yeah,
The Lord not gonna wait, man.
that's right.
The Lord not gonna, the Lord wants to build his kingdom, man.
That's right, man.
You don't want to wait forever.
Right.
Well, you don't want to wait 2,000 years.
He said he
Hey,
got an
we-
unexpected
and-
end for us.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what the Lord should not tarry. That's what we're holding on to, man. We holding on to what we breathe.
Salakia, we're running. The Lord is going to meet us.
Yeah,
He's coming to meet us and help us get to the finish line.
that's right.
Right? We got what is it? Daniel 12, right? Where Michael the archangel shall stand up for his children. And we got people who are going to help us out to get to that race, right? And then just when we think we're about to give up, right? Because it said the righteous shall scarcely be saved. We're going to be trying to run. We've been trying to make it. And guess what? The Lord is going, at that moment,
Yeah.
get us up out of there and take us to the finish line.
Hey,
man.
who's guiding us that close to the end?
Right.
The Rakah Kodash, the Holy
Right.
Spirit. The Lord sent this Spirit down to help us, man.
Come on, man.
So we got help. We're being helped, man.
Right.
You know, it ain't like the Lord so far away. Hey, he's guiding us to him, man.
Right.
And then he's gonna meet us, man.
Right.
You know.
You got
see?
you got examples through the Spirit.
Yeah.
Susanna, at her time of her trial, the Lord sent one of the men of the Lord. The same time with Daniel, the Lord sent Habakkuk so that he could eat some food. Right? Then Yahweh sent Yahweh Shai in the time of Ezariah, Hananiah, and Mishael in the furnace, man. The Lord is always bringing, we see in Psalms 34, verse 7, that the angels campeth around those that fear the Lord.
That's through that faith. That's through
Alicia.
believers, right? And if you don't believe, then it's not going to happen, right? That's what with James 1, and I know it's past 5, it might be 7, but it's like because if you don't believe, you're not going to get it. You can ask the Lord for whatever, but if you don't believe in it, then why is the Lord going to give it to you? Man? You know?
Even with
Double-minded.
Cain and Abel.
You said 3?
Hold on. I ain't finished reading this real quick. Hey, it says Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 38. It says, now the just shall live by faith. You see, the just shall live by faith, man.
And we're running by faith.
There you go.
We running with those spirit with our spiritual eyes, man. And our spiritual body, man.
That's right.
Right?
That's like, the house has set himself the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand.
Right.
You know? It's close, man.
Right.
You've been saying it for over 2,000 years. It's close, man. How much closer is it right now? You know?
Wrong brothers. Oh, he did? Okay. It says, now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Right. You stop running, You give up,
Yeah.
right? The Lord said, what he's gonna do? He's gonna blow out that candlestick.
Yeah.
He gonna remove you from the race,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You can't, and that's why you gotta have faith. It's all about belief, just like you just said, man. It's really all about believing. Do you really believe, man?
Right.
You know? And when you start going off, when you start slipping, oh yeah, the Lord ain't coming back, you're losing belief.
Now you just saw what happened, right? Like we're running this race and you got all these distractions. You got the devil opening the door, you got the devil coming up to us, you know, with his demons trying to distract us from running it. We're gonna keep running this race, man. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh by Shemi Al Shai.
Yo, another
Right?
example through the spirit is the movie Bird Box, where the lady will put the blindfold over,
blindfold.
and then she's rowing the boat to get all the way to the other side and not even know. When she take the blind off, that dumb shit happened to her, but she's really riding the boat blindfolded.
Yeah.
So when you say, you know, the elect, we live by faith.
Yeah.
It's like somebody that's blind.
Yeah,
Stevie
because we
Wonder,
can't see
Daredevil.
it. Because we believe, but we can't see it.
Yeah, but
you know?
spiritually we got our
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
Because we got that light.
Yeah.
By faith,
That
not
light
by
is
sight.
Yahweh's side, right?
Yeah.
That wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man.
Right.
Verse 39 it says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of our soul. Ooh, come on, man. There you go, man. That's plain, man. We not in the spirit of them that draw back, man. Right? Because we in the spirit of being delivered, man.
No stopping, man.
Yeah, ain't no stopping, man. Because we see things through the spirit.
Yeah.
You know, this is a spiritual fight, a spiritual war, man. When you separate it from the flesh, you understand, man.
Right.
You know, you gonna walk with that thorn in your side. Hey, we got thorns up our ass all week. No homo,
Literally.
man. You know what I'm saying? But we man, pause. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we hit up, man. We sort of hit up in the spirit, man. But we got to keep it thriving, man. You know, patch that shit up and keep it moving, man.
Period.
Yeah, man.
Period. Just like that.
God, go ahead, brother.
The book of Psalm chapter 34, verse 7. You know, the angel of Yahweh kept around about them that fear him,
right,
and delivered them. Because brother was talking about the angel, so how they protect us, you know, during these last days. So the Lord's angels camping around about his elect, man.
Right.
No, they defending wherever they go, man.
Right.
And we're gonna need defense real soon, man. We gotta need that help on high real soon for the time of period we're gonna enter, man.
Right.
You know?
Because guess what? The movie states that the elect, they're gonna make it.
Yeah.
The elect are gonna finish the
That's the
race.
script, huh?
There are gonna be some who are gonna be put to death.
Yeah.
That was written for them,
Yeah.
right? But the others, hey, they're going to make it.
Yeah.
That's what the script. And then we're not gonna go against the script.
Hey, look, that's why the scripture, what the scripture say, I put on therefore as the elect.
Right.
Knowing the script, hey, you better, hey, I'm trying to be one, hey, I'm auditioning to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm auditioning to be one of them that make it, man.
Right.
Yeah, we got to, and that's, hey, we putting on therefore as them, man.
Right.
The ones that actually get it, that's going to get beamed up to the end, man. Endure it, man.
Well, you see how the apostles, they asked Yahushua before he left, is this the time you're going to restore the kingdom? You got to have a mindset that you want the kingdom now, man.
Yeah.
Because he said in Matthew 6, he said, first seek the kingdom of heaven. Why would he tell you that if it's not about to come, man?
Yeah.
You gotta have it in your mind, the spirit, that it could be cut, that it could come tomorrow, next week, next month. You don't want your captivity or oppression to linger any longer.
Right.
You know? You gotta think some of the men of the Lord, John the Revelator in prison. You know, you don't want your adversaries to triumph over you any longer. You know? You think Daniel was sitting there, please allow me to be in the lion den a little longer? Man, he was hoping on the Lord to take him out, man. You know, Meshach and Abednego, when he said, they said, my Lord is gonna come get us. If he don't, we still not gonna bow down. So even though if the Lord don't come a year from now, what is you gonna do? You gonna still stay there because you know that he said, what we went to before, we didn't go all the way down, where the Lord's promise won't be slack, right? You know? Well, so why would we want it to be longer, man? If you know it's not gonna be slack, you hoping, man, it's gonna come in 5 minutes, man.
Yeah.
You know?
We
Expeditiously.
we want this place to go down tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can
Seriously.
give a goddamn. We want to wake up tomorrow and all hell
Breaking loose.
Yeah.
We can care fucking less,
I
man.
want to see BBLs
And
everywhere.
that's why we running this race the way we running it. Because we trying to run it to finish it, man. We want this to be done, you know?
Yeah.
Precept.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 14. The captive exile hasteneth, they may be loose, and that he
right.
should not die in a pit, nor that his bread should fail. No? So we hasten to get the fuck out of this.
Right,
We
bro.
hasten to get out of this pit.
That's right.
Because this is the pit, man. So this captivity, this hellhole that we live in, this is the pit, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
We're hastening to get the fuck out of here, man. But you Jason, watch Sam in here. So Sam in the captivity, man. What's wrong with you?
Right.
So you, well, I know what's wrong. You have demons on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Nah, for real.
It's just that simple.
Yo,
Because what the hell possessed Elazar to say that dumb shit, man? Fucking demon.
Yeah, because he in the
get
spirit
it.
of the world, man. You know that's what that worldly lust do, man. You start. You don't even know the demon just starts speaking through you, man. I might be here another 1,000 years.
You know how, no, you
What?
Know, you know how that's going to discourage me?
Man,
Come on, man.
come on, bro.
as an example, when you go to the book of Judges 3, you know, Israel, I just read it real quick. Judges 3:7, it says, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yahweh and forgot Yahweh Shemashai their power and served Baalim in the groves. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them unto the king of Mesopotamia, and the children of Israel served the king 8 years. When the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai raised up a deliverer to the children of Israel, who delivered them, even Othaniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. And we're crying to the Lord to bring Hamashiach Yahushai. It's no way niggas is in captivity, not even niggas. The men of the Lord is just sitting there want this shit to prolong, man.
Right.
Yo, we see with these you were just explaining the GMOs, you got to give your kids processed milk where your wife titties not even working, right? Right, your wife got to lay in the bed to give birth, but naturally she was squatting. Everything tear your ass down on this side. We ain't sitting here hoping that he come 2,000 years later. We want him to come now.
Listen,
Salakia. And when you think about this race, we've had so many setbacks trying to run this race. Right? Because every time we went off, what happened? We had to go somewhere in a timeout, right? In a captivity somewhere, right? And then rethink, all right, and then start running the race again.
Yeah.
And this is the last time, man.
Yeah.
Man.
This is who doesn't want to get the hell up out of here, man?
Man.
Okay? If you don't want to get the hell up out of here, man, and you want to stall this thing out for 1,000 years,
Man.
something's goddamn wrong with
yeah,
you.
something
man.
wrong with you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Your mind is
listen,
gone, man.
the spirit.
Fucked up in the mind, man. Seriously. You're fucked up in the mind. The Lord will kill you, man.
Yeah, Lord,
Sick in the head.
Stupid ass shit.
yeah, man. Listen, man.
Sick.
You in the spirit of the world, man. If you still gonna be here, listen. You're literally in the spirit. You're a 2/3. You just might as well go back into the world, man.
2/3.
If you feel like, if you feel like, you know, the Lord he ain't nowhere near about to come back with us, you in the wrong spirit, man.
Right.
And guess what? It's niggas that know the scriptures that say this shit, man. You are the number one fucking man who Satan could use, man.
Hold on.
You know, cause Salaki, real quick, cause guess what? These niggas are studious.
Right.
These niggas go, they study, they got a large fucking following, man. Right? But they underestimate the left-hand side. You know? Satan jump up in fucking Elazar, make them say some shit. Oh, 1,000 years. Now niggas is focused on what? Getting women. Shit that ain't gonna profit them in the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
Remember, this race is for the few.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be a few that's gonna finish this race. So the Lord has to throw that monkey wrench on a whole lot of
Same
people.
thing he did. Same thing he did to 70
with
disciples, man.
With
He got
IUIC
you.
and all these other.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, but the Lord is gonna stop a lot of people short from finishing
Yeah,
this race.
that's good.
Right?
Everybody
Somebody give me
fulfilling their
real
lots,
quick
man.
Romans 13 and 11.
That's ultimately what Elazar is. He a stumbling block, man. He been a stumbling block.
Right.
When you see that Esau made nukes, he made the waster. Right there, that's your mind of hoping that the end the end actually comes. They made the waster.
Yeah.
You know how much longer you think we got? They made the waster, and they made a space station in the motherfucking
Babylon,
air, man.
Babylon just tested out one of their ICBM missiles.
Come
man.
on,
they
man.
just tested it out this week,
Listen,
man.
are you on your watch?
So
No, hold on. Yo, are you on your fucking watch? You ain't looking.
No, he is. He's on Gorilla Talk.
He ain't making, like he said himself, he ain't a doomsday prophet. He ain't making so get people wait. Oh, they come tomorrow.
That's cause you ain't no prophet, man.
That's what he said
You
himself.
ain't a prophet, bro.
This nigga is a fucking.
That's crazy,
Bring that out
bro.
real quick. Bring that out.
Nah, this is the book.
The fellows are. That's what nigga said.
This is Romans chapter 13, and verse 11. And that knowing the
See,
time.
see, when you get too caught up in your knowledge increases, and you think that you forget milk precepts, man.
Yeah.
Right? Milk precepts
Yeah.
about what's coming on.
Yeah.
Right? Read that.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
No, it's 1,000 years now, man.
It is high time to awake out of sleep.
Why though?
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. This is in the book of Romans, man. This is in the book of Romans.
Hold on. Well, we don't think that Paul's writings are not authoritative.
Man, see?
So when you take
That's
that
what
away,
happens. That's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's what
You
happens.
start, oh man, you can't listen to what Paul. We ain't nowhere near out
What
of
did
this,
Paul
man.
say?
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer.
Hold on. That finish line is right there.
Is
man.
nearer than we believe.
I looked at the word now in that verse right there. I looked at the word now. Yeah, it's the word
Spirit be talking.
a day. It's the word a day in Greek. Now, already.
Damn.
Even now, already. Now, by this time.
Right.
Damn.
No, so now,
Now,
man.
now. It
Right
kept
now.
saying, it said now.
Now.
It said now, man. Now, man.
I'm going to be allowed to bring this up.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 3, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
Come on.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. You got enough to worry about today.
Right.
You know?
Listen, he in the thought take of 1,000 years tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
A whole nother day,
So
man.
like, I had
What
a
about the prophecies?
I had
That's
a-
going on right now.
I had a guy who told me, so his children asked him, he was like, the children asked him, hey, can we go to the movies? He said, tomorrow, right? They came to him, they asked him, can we go to the movies? He said, tomorrow. They asked him again, can we go to the movies? He said, tomorrow. The kids was like, tomorrow's never coming. He's like, yeah, so you should be asking about today. Right? That's what you should be racing
on,
for,
man.
man. Right? When you keep thinking that's that mentality, man. You
That's
keep
it.
thinking the same thing.
I need that clip.
but
I need
but
that
that's
clip.
the thing, man. Right? Tomorrow never comes because it's always tomorrow.
You always
and
chase
pushing
tomorrow.
that up. You got that tomorrow ass spirit on,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's now, right? It's
Yeah.
now.
now or
Your
never,
salvation is
now.
nearer than we believe,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
It's right upon us, man.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta chase tomorrow, but
Right.
you gotta chase today.
Yeah.
It's really about today.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah.
Because that goes back into free will, unless the
Daytime.
unless it's the Lord that wants you to be here tomorrow.
One verse
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Romans 13 and 12. Ooh. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
Light, man.
Come on now.
Put on your running gear. Put on your stuff, man, because we about to finish this race, man.
Yeah.
This race is almost about to end. Man.
Yeah.
We right there. We right at
there.
the finish line,
Yeah.
man. All right. Now get that from.
Wait, can you read that part again where it said the darkness thing?
Verse Romans 13 and 12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
Right. When you go into NLT, it says to remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes. You know, and that
put on your
darkness,
running gear.
yeah, and that darkness is the things of this world, man. Like really, if you are trying to be of the elect, you're making yourself set apart from the world, right? And you're trying to make your garment stainless, right? And that garment is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You should be in the spirit of prophecy, which means that you're thinking of the end time, because prophecy is a future event.
Right.
You know?
Hey, that's why, having conversations with worldly people, you know what I'm saying? You ever, all of you brothers done, you experience this shit, man. When you're talking to them, it's like, damn. And it's like, when you start talking to them, it's like, they ain't nowhere.
So
Yeah,
gone.
it's
Gone.
like, and then when you start having friendships with them and shit, and you start speaking the things they say. That's why we stay away from niggas like that, man. Because you gonna start thinking this shit gonna be here,
Become
man.
the company you keep.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? You
Bad
running,
company corrupts
and
good
they
character.
pulling you back while you're
Yeah.
trying to run.
It's like,
So you running this.
You going this way, but you like,
running
yo,
it.
you is.
Right, you running like that, man.
That's right.
Having your body walk right that way, you don't want to go the
You know
other
what I'm
way.
saying? Like, this niggas is crazy.
Until you got to stiff arm somebody
Yeah.
to kind of look. I got to keep going.
That
Yeah,
might
stiff
sound
arm
lit.
you know what I'm saying?
It's like driving a car and your car got a stall.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a conversation with worldly people,
Yeah, man.
they'll say something y'all be having a good conversation, then they'll say something like, hold on.
That's why the
Hold
scriptures.
on, I ain't really with that.
Yeah, and listen,
Hold on,
that's why
I'm too sober to believe that.
Yeah.
You know?
What's the scripture where it says, when you be amongst the indiscreet, observe the time, man. You gotta, hey man, you amongst motherfuckers, you gotta observe the time, man. Because they gonna keep talking in spirits, man.
Yeah.
You know, it'll draw you back.
Yeah.
Because it says evil communication corrupted
Good
the
manner,
manner.
yeah.
That's just
Yep.
Right.
Even Psalms 101. You don't sit in a chair of scorners, man. You know, people that's contradicting this word.
Yeah.
There's no darkness in them, right? Because really, they stunt your growth in the spirit.
So
right?
imagine that you're running this race, and then you got somebody stopping to talk about foolishness. And you're
Yeah.
like, God damn, I don't have time for this. I
Yeah.
have a race that I'm running,
Seriously,
man.
man.
You
Yeah.
know, that's our mission, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then when you getting up in these podcasts and shit, you want to be seen so bad, you watering down the word.
Right.
You start watering shit down, trying to make it sound good to them so they can have you, so that you can get your coins up, man.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about. We don't give a fuck about being a friend of these niggas in the world, man.
Right.
You know? We don't. Yeah, man. We don't care about the lucre, man. We care about, man, the spiritual riches, man.
They like door stoppers, like where it stops the door from opening. You put that door stopper, it's gonna stop you from getting to your house shot, man.
Right.
You know.
All right, you got that Romans 12? 12 and 1?
Huh?
Hebrews? Yeah. I don't know why I keep saying this.
Yep. It's the book of Hebrews 12 and 1, and it reads, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily between us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us."
Right,
on.
so, and keep you're gonna keep
fire.
reading on that
Come
real
on,
quick.
that's
That's
life,
life.
man.
But hold
That's
on.
tough.
But while we're running, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have all types of things going on, but you gotta just push past all that, man.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna slip and fall like we've been talking.
Yeah.
Right? You have all these witnesses. Everybody that's seen what we're doing. Everybody sees what we're doing. There's a lot of witnesses that see us running this race, right? They don't know what's going on.
Right.
Right? Keep going.
It says, looking on to Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith.
The author and the finisher of our faith, right? Because who's coming to get us, man? While we're running this race, it's going to be Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
With the angels, man.
Yeah.
He's coming to, like I said, as we running that race, he's coming to meet us while we're running, you know, and get us up so we can make it to the end, man.
beautiful.
You know, those are the elect and Lord's will. That's why we say we're the hopeful elect, man. We hope that, you know, that we are part of that number, man.
Okay.
That's going to be that, you know, to make it to that finish line. All right? Is that it on that?
Who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
Endured the cross. He kept running his race until he finished it, right? With persecution, with death, and he did no wrong, man.
Come on.
Right? He did no wrong on that side, right? But he finished that race, man. He walked perfectly.
Come on.
He walked his walk perfectly. Perfect. And he left us that example on how to run this race,
Yeah.
man. And then he left us with his spirit to help us to continue to run that race, like, man.
Hey, and guess
he
what?
did.
Guess what? Now that's what we gotta do. We gotta be perfect. We gotta be found perfect
Right.
in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Period.
Now
Right.
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, man. Not in the flesh, but in
Right.
the spirit.
Okay.
You gotta be spiritually perfect, man.
And when the Lord comes, he wants to catch you running. He wants to
Time.
catch you doing these works.
Yeah.
Because if you're not running, right, when that time comes, hey, the Lord go,
Yeah.
he caught you slipping, man.
Yeah.
That's why he said I come as a thief in the night, man.
Right.
You know?
But yeah, I was talking about racing, and you know the one relay race they carry that baton. I'm saying it right, not
Yeah,
baton.
yeah, baton, yeah,
baton.
baton.
When you get the etymology for a word, it says a staff used as a weapon. And we know that this word is a weapon, Ephesians 6 and 17.
Right.
It says a staff carry as a symbol of office.
Yeah.
And you know, we in the office of this church or this
Yeah,
ministry,
yeah.
you know, you're supposed to be held differently.
Yeah.
That's why when we was talking about earlier about the debate, when you battling somebody that's not even going in the scriptures, like that Fugazi channel,
Yeah.
they don't want you to bring out the
not
scriptures.
even profitable.
So you bringing yourself, what you just say, it's going to be unprofitable.
Yeah.
But we enter into an office, man.
Right.
In an office, you got to have your work utensils.
And ultimately, when you're doing that debate spirit, you running and then you turn off to the left, and now you're stopping and having a whole a meaningless conversation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
nobody's getting
Ramifications
edified,
of that, yeah.
nobody's doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Lost sight.
Right.
We lost sight of
Right.
the whole ministry,
Right.
man.
Right.
You know, you lost sight because now you're looking the wrong way, man.
Right.
You speaking to the wrong people.
Right.
You know, to the wrong spirits, man. You know, this
That
is a
is
small
enough.
sanctuary, man.
That was
You
it
got
on that?
Yeah, there's a little bit left, but I don't think it's really that significant. But I
No,
can bring it up.
fit up. We gonna fit it in.
And it
The word
says-
of God is all.
Yeah.
Come. Despising the shame.
Start from 2. Start at the 2 and finish 2 off
Going
again.
down? Okay.
Yeah.
Looking on to Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
That's very important. That's very important right there because that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We trying to get to that part.
Yeah.
That's what we trying to get. Remember, we're going through that narrow path to try to get to that huge city.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to go through that narrow river to get to that broad sea, man. That's what we're going for, man. That's our whole mission, and we got to go through that, you know, to get to it. Give me that real quick. That Acts.
The book of Acts chapter 20, verse 24. But none of these,
Romans 8.
but none of these
I got
things move me. Neither count I my life dear to myself, so that I might finish my course.
Read that again.
Verse 24. But none of these things move me. Neither count I my life dear unto myself, so that I might finish my course with joy.
So that you may finish your course with joy, man. We trying to run this race and finish this thing. We finish it with joy, man. Right? With zeal, we trying to finish this race. Go ahead.
And the ministry which I received of the Lord Yahushua to testify the gospel of the grace of his power.
Right. Hey, we got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and we're running with it, man. We got this gospel, this good news, and we're running with it. We're trying to share it with people along the way, man. Right. You know, this is what we're doing, but we got to continue on in this race, man, and not stop. All right. Let me get that real quick, and then you got yours.
All right, this is Romans, the eighth chapter, starting at verse 35. And it reads, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution?
Who's going to stop you from running this race? Right? Is persecution going to stop you from running this race? Right? People talking and mocking you, is that going to stop you from running this race?
No.
Right?
Or distress or persecution or famine or
Hey,
nakedness,
you can't eat,
right?
right? You don't got it. You don't know where this is coming from, where that's coming from.
Right.
Is that going to stop you from running this race?
Right. Or peril or sword, as it is written.
Hey, somebody threatened to death, you know? Is somebody would threaten to put you, delete you? Is that going to stop you from running this race?
It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
Hey, listen, if you do that, then we're going to be with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yeah.
And we're good anyway,
All
you
right.
know? I know Paul said something like that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go, right? Because he saw things in heaven where he couldn't even utter.
Yeah, that was-
right? But he knows that for
Second
Yahweh Ba'ashem
Corinthians 12.
Yahushua's sake, he had to come out here to preach this gospel, man.
Yeah,
to
Second
continue
Corinthians
running
12.
this race, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, it's a verse where it say, God, he's the God of the living.
Right.
You know, we do more when we're alive. In the
Right.
spirit world,
Right.
we at peace
Right.
because the true judgment is under the sun.
The common man thinks of death as that's it. We understand what death is.
No, right.
We understand that that's just the separation of your spirit
Right,
from your
right.
body, and that you go back to the Heavenly Father.
Right.
Right. You go back, and you're no longer in the chains of darkness.
Right.
Right. And you're happy. Hey, it is. Hey, listen, hey, if it's Lord's will, man.
Right.
But we want to be able to witness and be here on this earth.
Yeah.
To finish this course.
Because truly the Lord created us to live like Yahushua, to be able to go on them chariots and go out this firmament, and to have the abundance of what a king is, because he said we're going to be kings and priests.
Right.
So when you go to Ecclesiastes, I think 10, it tell you that a king can do whatever his heart desires. So we don't know what that is yet. You know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't create us to just only be in the spirit world like the heavenly angels. He created this earth for us to rule.
Right.
You know, and
That's
that's
what he-
beautiful.
Hey,
man.
that's what he grooming. What was I talking about a couple weeks ago or a month ago? You know what I'm saying? The Lord is grooming kings, man. You know, y'all looking at the future rulers, man. Brother's gonna be sitting on a throne. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, will it?
Helping the Lord's willing. Lord's willing.
Lord's willing.
Helping judging the 12 tribes of Israel, getting these nations in subjection, man.
Right.
Point blank period, man.
Read 36 again. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Hamashiach Yahushai our Lord.
Hey, nothing's gonna be able to stop us from running this race, man.
Yeah.
That should be your mindset, man. And you should be praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that nothing was gonna stop you from finishing this race, man.
Come on.
You know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's will, man. You know, and that's our mindset. That's how you should be, man. Nothing's gonna stop you, man.
Right.
You know, not your children, not your wife.
Right.
You know, not your boy across the street. Nobody, man. Hey, nobody's gonna stop you, man.
Right.
You know, that love is too deep, man.
Right.
The love of the elect is too deep that you're gonna keep running, man.
Right.
And you're not gonna stop in this thing.
That's
you
an
know?
example of Job. You know, the Lord let Satan test his possessions and then test him physically.
Yeah.
And he still just said, man, we received good and evil at the hand of the Lord. And then at the end, he got double that.
Double.
That mean 100-fold of that.
Come on.
But as an example on this side, being in this flesh. That's the example. If we intake the bad and the good that the Lord give us and still be content and still push, the Lord has enjoyment in that, man.
The Lord really gave us examples on all levels on how to endure, man. He gave us examples on all levels.
Right.
He got Jacob wrestling. He got Paul with the thorn. He got Job with catching hell. You know?
Even on this side, though, the Lord has set up. He set up even brothers that I see. I look at other brothers and I be like, man, that brother got this, that going on, and he's still going, man.
Yeah.
Right? And that should be too to help you, right? Because just think about it. The Lord we running this race right now, and the Lord has given us brothers to help us run this race, man. You don't have to run it by yourself, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and that's the
Being
beautiful
alone.
thing. Right. Read
Man.
that for me.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And let us not be worried in well-doing.
Right? Let us not be worried. Don't be worried about when you're running this race, man.
Yeah.
Listen, don't worry about none of that, right?
Come
It
on.
said, keep your eye on the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Right?
For in due season
In due season, right?
we shall reap.
We shall reap.
If we faint not.
If we faint not, we shall reap if we faint. If you don't give
on.
up, and if you keep running, you're gonna get your reward, man.
Right.
You're gonna finish that race, man.
Hey, the storm got to come. We got to go through the storm before
Right.
we get the sunshine, man.
Right.
You know?
Don't be weary.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, listen, like we talked about, there's gonna be times where you're gonna be down, but you gotta keep getting back up.
Yeah.
You can't faint. You cannot give up in this thing, man. You gotta
Right.
keep running this race, man.
That's like taking a seed from a fruit and then planting it and waiting until it actually grows so it can bring forth fruit. And you get to reap what you have sown.
Right.
Right. So every day you got to know you're trying to plant a seed until you are able to reap the
Now,
benefits
if
of
you,
the
and the
fruit.
thing about it, if you grow a tree, you gotta be patient and let it grow.
Yeah. And you
You
got to
can't
take
sit
care
there
of
and
it.
check on it and 3 days later it's not a tree
Yeah,
yet.
come on, man.
Right? You gotta be patient about it. That's
Yeah.
how this race is, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get one more, and then
You gotta get his
if
food,
brothers don't
and you
got
gotta
any
get his life.
other precepts. Read it out.
The book of
Finish it off.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast without hast.
Hey, while you running, understand that the Lord is coming. He's coming real quick, man. Right?
He comes quickly, man.
Right. Quickly.
No, he ain't taking his time,
He
man.
didn't say, I see you in 1,000 years. You know? We living in this time right now.
Right.
The things that were written aforetime were written for
our
our learning, man.
We understand the times
Right,
in the
we
heavens.
understand the times that we living in,
Yeah.
man. 2nd Ezra 9, man.
Yeah, we understand
All right.
the times in the heavens as well. man.
Right.
You know, we live in a 24-hour day.
Right.
It's not like that in the heavens. man.
Right.
But since we're trapped in these bodies, it seems so long.
Right.
You know, but really, man, this shit gonna happen, man.
And the
You know?
Lord does little things.
Yeah.
Like we just talking about in the car. You know, you going through some hell, you look up and you might see a chariot, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that chariot is to what? Keep going, man. Keep going. Hey, this stuff is keep going.
Or the
You know
Lord
what I mean?
sends somebody that you gotta edify, or they ask a question.
Right.
Then you just be like, damn, you would know that the Lord
Right.
did that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That
Pump up
things
the
to keep
spirit.
you going. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hold that fast without half.
What is that?
To
Hold thou fast without halves.
That no man takes thy crown.
Hey, you gotta finish, man, and don't let nobody take your crown, man.
Come on.
Don't let nobody stop you from that finish line, man.
Come on.
All right? That's what we out here, man. So run that race, man.
That's right.
And run it like you mean it, man. Run
right.
it like you want to win this race, man.
Yeah. That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall build up my house. And I'll write upon him the name of my power, name the city of my power, which is new Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven for my power, and I will write upon him my new name.
Listen, we trying to run. We run into that chariot, man.
Yeah.
We run into that huge mountain that Ezra saw, man. That's what we're looking for, man.
Yeah.
Right? That what is it? The name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Al-Shai is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it,
Right.
man. And the
And are
Lord,
safe.
if we hold on and we continue running this race, hey, the Lord got us, man.
Yeah, right.
The Lord got us at the end of the day.
For that renewed name.
Right. That's a fact. Anybody else got anything else?
Yeah, I got something.
This is Isaiah 46:10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasures. Right? And that pleasure is to get us the kingdom, man. That's why you should be desiring it, because it was declared from the beginning. The Lord not slack concerning his promise. Got another one. Got
And
another one.
Salakia, real
Yep,
quick.
Go ahead.
Just
man.
understand that even running this race too, we have that comfort through the scriptures because we know what the reward is. We know what the end is going to be. We just have to endure, right? That was that. He that endures until the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that reward, man.
Right.
All right.
Right? This is Psalms 35, verse 6. Whatsoever Yahweh pleased that he did, he in heaven and in the earth and in the sea and all the depths of places. Right? So the Lord, what is the Lord gonna do for us that he pleased is get us the kingdom, man. Deliver us. Going back to the book of Judges, right? We're in the same time that we're crying that the Lord come get us from our adversaries, man. You know, to reveal Esau each and every day. Again, if they're already making the waster, that's already a sign of knowing that our kingdom is coming close. They made wasters, man. You know, Putin said that he could destroy this place. He could destroy half America in 30 minutes.
2 bombs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're already speaking these things, man.
It's not even that they made the waster. It's that what? They keep trying to upgrade the motherfucker.
Right.
Right. Making this one, that one, making them, making shit split out, go underwater,
And they shooting them
blow
off
on the sky. Yeah, shooting them, making one, making mad little ones go under the water, and they just
Yo,
keep upgrading,
You
bro.
seen what Russia shot, and they didn't even have a nuclear missile. They didn't even have nuclear capability, but it shook up the whole world. Like, damn, yo, these dudes really got something strong.
Yeah, like it's one of the missiles that can melt underneath,
Yeah.
go through
Go
the
through,
ground.
yeah, and then blow up, yeah, and then melt, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bunker buster.
Yeah.
It really goes
Yeah.
through the bunker.
Yeah. Bunker buster. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. This is my last one. This is Habakkuk 2, verse 2 and 3 in the G&T. It says, Yahweh gave me this answer. Write down clearly on tablets what I reveal to you, so that it can be read at a glance. Put it in writing, because it is not yet time for it to come true, but the time is coming quickly. And what I show you will come true. It may seem slow in coming, but wait for it. It will certainly take place, and it will not be delayed, man. So the things that's about to come is not going to be delayed, man. It has its point of time, man. But like the Lord told us that when he brought it like 3 weeks ago. You know, Revelations 22. Anybody that add or take away from this word, man, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You're not gonna be written in the book of life, man. You know, the Lord is gonna bring that kingdom, man. And we don't got long. You know, it's a short time ahead right now.
That's
Right?
All right. Anybody else got anything? All right. Well, with that, we hope this was edifying, right? We're gonna face the east again. Give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Lord's will, this was edifying for the sheep, man, right? And all you, man, hey, who running this race, keep running, man. Don't stop.
Yup.
Don't stop, all right? You got to keep pushing, man. keep going and keep enduring until the end and faint not.
Yeah, okay.
All right? And with that, we say a ball,
Bob,
Shalom.
Shalom.